Hey, friends and family, loved ones and future friends, people that are gonna watch this and hopefully take something from it for themselves. I probably shouldn't be doing this while I'm driving, but I felt inspired. So, during a moment of inspiration, I decided to press record. So here we are. I'd like to open up with that. This talk is going to be about how we achieve, or the pursuit toward joy, happiness, wholeness. There's a lot of different ways or different words we can use, but at the end of the day, life satisfaction and happiness is really the goal. And how we get there is unique to each one of us. There's life circumstances, situations, age, etc., family size. I could go on and on and on as to why each situation is unique. And frankly, not one of us are the same. And that's the beauty of being human. Many of us many of us who study human behavior can attempt to predict and control. I really don't like that word, control, but that's one of the core things of psychology, is to help somebody actually control their behavior by identifying certain things that maybe aren't healthy. Anyways, that's a little bunny trail I just went off on. And so back on track here. Got dog Maggie, taking her to the dog park. She's ready to go. So, back on track. Okay, joy and happiness and how we get there. For me, it's a messy road. There's not, I'm not going to say that I have it all figured out, and there's you get to a point or a stage in your life where it's just you're really good at it. I don't think that happens. Even as my infinite wisdom, I say that humorously, but I'm middle-aged and I'm still as messy as I was when I was an adolescent in terms of my behaviors and choices, and it's just how it is. And I think the best thing for me and for any of you to do is to become real with yourself and be okay with yourself. Be okay with the fact that you're weak and you're broken. And if you can kind of laugh at yourself, is another good thing. Not in terms of make fun of yourself and it's a negative thing, but just try not to be so serious about life. And I mean, life is serious, don't get me wrong, but try not to be so caught up in being perfect and doing everything right. Failure is a good thing. Failure is something that we learn from, and without it, we really don't grow. So I don't look at failure as a loss or as a negative thing. I look at it as an opportunity. And when we can fail and understand why we failed, we have a chance in this game called life. So again, back to the topic at hand. Messiness on our journey is just part of it, and it's actually not the worst thing in the world. We attempt to every day create a system or create a plan for our day. Some of us less plan. I'm a planner. I like to plan my day. It never works out the way I plan it. But each morning I wake up with the sense of feeling that, man, I want to have a good day. I want today to be a good day. Hopefully the sun's out. Hopefully the weather is perfect. Hopefully my interactions with those that I have to deal with today are going to be good. They're going to be without conflict. And that's pretty much without consciously thinking these things. That's pretty much how I start my day off in that sort of state of mind. Again, it's not like I wake up thinking, oh, I want to have all these things. And, it's just, but when I face these things and I realize, wow, the sun is out and the weather is somewhat wonderful. My interactions with people today have been without conflict. You reflect on these things and you realize those are the things that you want every day. And those are the things that help engender joy and happiness in our lives. And, our days they roll into the next day and the next day and the next day. And it's like this movie clip that just doesn't end of experiences, and how we function in our daily lives really affect our wholeness and meaning, our meaning and purpose in life, our long-term joy and happiness. We could have moments of joy and happiness, but if we want to live a full life of where we can attain a sense of joy and happiness that's not just moment to moment, but it's more of a salient part of our mood. We're typically happy, and where the exception would be that we're unhappy, and that's I think the goal for me, and how I would like to use my experiences to help others achieve that sort of, or get on the path to that sort of mindset and frame of mind where this mundane rigmarole of life, it's going to try to take us out, and there are things that are going to derail us. But if we can get to a certain level, I think that we can be better equipped and for the most part be happier people. Happy is kind of a funny word. Some people aren't too keen on it. I like it. I love the word happy. I think it's a great word. I think we should all want to be happy. It's a good word. Excellent word. But yeah, so as I continue these talks, I'm going to do a series of my journey toward wholeness and happiness. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to be very real. People are going to see who I am. I'm going to be as transparent as I can in the public eye. Enough to add value to someone's life and their exploration. I am kind of a private guy, so I may not get into so many details, but I'm going to be real, and I'm going to let you know that I don't have it all together or worked out, but I do have a whole lot of experience, and I have some knowledge on this topic. And then I'm going to help, I think, create some tools that you can use in your own life. And I think at the end of the day, so I coach on, I coach people to achieve their goals in life. It may be happiness. That may be a goal. I just want increased happiness in my life. It may be I want in 3 years to achieve a certain job, or Whatever it is. I personally put myself through, it's now my 10th year of school, working full-time, going to school full-time. And I don't know how I did it. It wasn't, maybe it wasn't the best choice, but here I am. So I'm very getting closer to being Dr. Boasso. I'm not there yet, but I have several degrees that are the product of my hard work, and I raised a family. I'm raising a family through all this. I found a way to stay driven and motivated throughout this whole journey, and I think that I can share my experiences and the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I firmly believe that I can help people understand and get perspective that it'll benefit them in their own journeys. And that's my passion. I decided to become a psychologist, an organizational psychologist. I'm not going to be a therapist or a licensed psychologist. I do human behavior in the workplace, where I'm not dealing with mental health issues, but I am dealing with developing myself and helping others develop themselves. That's what I do. So I'm going to end now. Maggie wants to go take a walk. I look forward to adding more content to this. Please stand by, and there will be more soon. And I'll kind of lay out a path during my next talk. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.